From WBAY TV, Bill Jarts and Cammie Rapson, this is Action 2 News at 10. Coverage you can count on.
Every parent has an instinct to know when something just isn't right with their child. That likely saved the lives of these beautiful newborn twins, the daughters of our Action 2 News This Morning reporter Kristyn Allen. Sarah Thompson sat down with Kristyn and her family, who've spent much of the last 3 months in a hospital. Her daughter's fighting just to breathe.
I just try to focus on the light at the end of the tunnel and hope, I just want to be a family of 5 in one place again.
Very slowly, it is happening. Brielle, the younger of Kristyn and Greg's fraternal twin daughters, born full term and healthy in December, is finally back home from the hospital.
She's really hungry.
She's really hungry?
Enjoying some long overdue love from big sister Bailey.
Now when you look back and you think about everything that we've been through, it's a lot. I mean, when you're doing it, you're just doing it because you're a mom and you have to.
It started in January when Braylon was 3 weeks old and contracted a respiratory virus, landing her in the hospital for 10 days.
Bless you.
She was home just 2 weeks before RSV, another respiratory virus, hit her hard and fast.
I just knew that she was really sick, and that's what they said. She had really sick lungs.
Brielle followed her back to the hospital the next day with similar struggles to breathe. After a week in the hospital with no improvements, doctors decided Braylon was too critical and needed a special machine to breathe for her. A medical team from Children's Hospital in Milwaukee arrived, preparing to transport her by ambulance. Her condition so serious she couldn't fly. Kristyn will never forget the doctor who pulled her aside.
This is going to be the hardest thing that she does all day. She needs to make it. And he said, if we pull over, there's a problem. And so I drove down there because I wanted to have a car, and I followed the ambulance. And it was the longest 2 hours of my life. And just watching, every time I saw the ambulance's brake lights, I must have said 100 Hail Marys the whole way.
2 days later, doctors decided Braylon's only hope was surgically attaching an ECMO machine to pump blood out of her body, oxygenate, and then recirculate it, giving her little lungs a chance to heal. But it was risky.
They asked me if I wanted to baptize her, and I said, yeah. In my mind, I just kept telling myself, we're just doing this. We're just doing it. We're going to have another baptism, but I'm just going to do it.
A nurse took a flashlight to check her tubes every hour, watching for clots. Then doctors discovered a small brain bleed.
I mean, you hear that and you think it's over.
You know it's critical, but you don't know how that it could be gone just like that.
Doctors continually monitored brain activity, and very slowly her lungs began to clear. Kristyn, Greg, and family members have taken turns keeping watch on Braylon.
I called my sister. I said, I know you're trying to shield us from this, but I want to know, how close was she to not making it? And she goes, I bet you 3 of those 4 nights I was there, she was lucky to be alive.
Faith, family, and friends have surrounded them with hope and love.
And she's been so strong through this, and I just don't know how she doesn't break.
It's definitely challenging, to have 3 kids and have them right now in 2 different places. I feel like I'm always playing a game of who needs me most. I feel like I'm always failing somebody.
Any mom could relate to that, but Kristyn is focusing on the positives. Her very strong-willed little girl is now improving every day, coming off a ventilator last weekend.
She's holding her own right now, and we're happy.
The parents both advocating to follow your instincts when something just doesn't seem right. As tough as it's been,
I have not held Braylon since February 6th.
They're focusing on being a family of 5 together very soon. Sarah Thompson, Action 2 News.
Now, a very important update after that last soundbite. Kristyn got to hold little Braylon finally today, first time since February 6th. Congratulations and keep up the fight.